Hi, thanks for opening up this 2-3 minute video link in which I explain not only what we do but why it will pay you to come through ourselves when it comes to your life cover and critical illness needs, as opposed to going through the banks, Tesco or any of those other sources. There are three key advantages to dealing with us that set us apart from the aforementioned. Firstly, we are independent. That means you're going to get the widest range of companies for us to source from. Contrast that completely with the situation with the banks. Most banks will be tied to one insurance company, which means they're going to only be able to recommend the products of that one company. Logic dictates that that cannot possibly give you the best deal when it comes to either life cover, by virtue of being the cheapest in the market, or if it was critical illness, by offering you the most comprehensive range of illnesses for a given premium. When it comes to critical illness, there's just one thing I ought to strongly advise you against doing, and that is to take the cheapest chips option, because when it comes to critical illness, that's almost tantamount to playing Russian roulette. You don't, trust me, you do not want to be the individual who's been diagnosed with an obscure illness only to find out that when they've looked through their policy it isn't covered. That's the first advantage: independence and wide range of choice in the market. Second advantage that we offer you is we know the market inside out, having worked in it for 20 years. And you might be saying, well, so what? What does that mean? Because of our experience, we now currently get over 60% of all our applications through to immediate acceptance. What's the benefit of that? No faffing around with doctors' reports. We can get your policy up and running as soon as possible. Third advantage of dealing through ourselves as opposed to anything else, something you're never going to hear the banks, Tesco or any of those other outfits mention to you, and that is that we can offer to put your plan free of charge in trust. This has two distinct advantages. Firstly, you're never going to have any inheritance tax on the proceeds, but more importantly than that, putting the policy in trust will avoid the need for any probate, and that means you won't have any delay in receiving the payout. There can't be anything worse than your loved ones going through the bereavement of the loss of somebody, only to find that they're now confronted with a 3-4 month delay whilst things are bouncing around between the probate office and the solicitors. Putting your plan under trust, which we will set up for you, will make sure none of that happens. Those are the three key advantages. On the website you'll see a link where if you put some of your details down, we'll promise to get you a free guide on protection, and that will explain all of what I've gone through but in a lot more detail for you. Thank you for listening.